you ever encountered someone who seems entirely reasonable, calm, polite, even kind, yet something about them leaves you uneasy? What if the real threat in people isn't loud anger or obvious hostility, but something much more subtle? Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss psychiatrist, believed that one hidden trait, often cloaked in plain sight, defines the most dangerous kind of person. It's not what we naturally fear, like aggression or deceit. Instead, this danger often hides behind a quiet facade of composure, control, and even charm. That's exactly why it can slip by unnoticed till it's too late. In this video, we'll dive into Jung's profound psychological insights to uncover the warning sign you must never overlook. By the end, you may view certain people in an entirely new way. Before we start, be sure to subscribe to the Inspired Echoes channel and join our community for early access to new videos and insights on personal and spiritual growth. Let's begin. To grasp Jung's warning, we first need to understand his view of the human mind. Jung believed everyone wears a social mask, a persona crafted for the outside world, but beneath it lies the unconscious, a vast realm of instincts, suppressed emotions, and universal archetypes. A key part of this hidden world is what Jung called the shadow, the collection of traits we reject in ourselves. The shadow isn't solely shaped by society. It forms from the conflict between who we are and who we think we must be. As children, we learn what's acceptable, lovable, or praiseworthy. Traits that don't align, like vulnerability, anger, ambition, or independence, are quietly buried. Over time, we embrace only the parts of ourselves that gain approval, disowning the rest. But those disowned parts don't vanish. They linger below the surface, influencing our reactions, choices, perceptions in ways we don't see. This unseen force is why the shadow is so critical and so dangerous when ignored. The shadow's power lies in its lack of acknowledgement, not in being inherently evil. It holds our impulses, envy, fears, and even suppressed talents. When these aspects go unexamined, they distort. Those who deny their shadow often project it onto others, blaming the world for what they refuse to face within themselves. Jung saw this as a psychological time bomb. Let's explore what happens when the shadow is completely ignored or repressed. Denied impulses don't disappear. They retreat into the unconscious, gaining strength and awaiting release. Jung warned that what we don't make conscious will manifest as fate. The more we avoid our flaws, the more they control us from the shadows. The unconscious isn't just a storage space for repressed impulses. It actively shapes them. When parts of ourselves are rejected, they don't stay idle. They transform, finding expression through indirect, often destructive means. The longer these disowned traits are suppressed, the more irrational and symbolic their emergence becomes. Nightmares, compulsive habits, irrational fears, or self-destructive patterns can all signal a shadow fighting to break through. Jung believed that ignoring these signs escalates their intensity, pushing a person toward either a breakdown or a breakthrough. Someone who represses their shadow may seem calm and collected, but their inner world tells a different tale. Over time, the divide between their outer persona and inner reality creates tension that demands release. This might show up as emotional outbursts, or it could leak out through sarcasm, control, or subtle cruelty disguised as care. These individuals often don't understand why they sabotage relationships or feel perpetually unfulfilled. The root however, is always the same: a shadow left unacknowledged. This becomes especially perilous when paired with a particular illusion Jung found even more dangerous. The people he warned about most weren't the openly aggressive or cruel. They were those who believed they were wholly good. When someone sees themselves as morally flawless, spiritually superior, or inherently righteous, they lose the ability to question their actions. Moral superiority is so dangerous because it resists self-reflection. Those convinced of their virtue may justify manipulation as help, control as protection, or cruelty as tough love. Their actions might seem ethical on the surface, but beneath lies a hidden motive: avoiding their own shadow. Jung believed that the more someone clings to an image of goodness, the more likely they are to unconsciously act out its opposite, precisely because they've buried any awareness of it. So, what ties all this together? What's the invisible thread running through these dangerous behaviors? Jung offered a chilling insight. But before we dive deeper, if this video is resonating with you, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from these ideas. And if you'd like to support Inspired Echoes and help us keep creating thoughtful content, please hit the like button. Your support truly makes a difference. Now, back to Jung's most striking revelation. He believed the most dangerous trait in a person is a complete lack of shadow awareness. When someone refuses to admit their capacity for wrongdoing, when they see themselves as incapable of anger, cruelty, or deceit, they become truly unpredictable. It's not the presence of darkness that makes someone dangerous. It's the denial of it. Those who recognize their flaws are often more trustworthy because they're aware of their potential to harm and take steps to prevent it. But those who believe they have no shadow are blind to their own actions. They justify everything, rationalize anything, and leave confusion in their wake, never seeing their role in it. To Jung, this wasn't just a psychological flaw, it was a form of spiritual blindness. The next time you meet someone who insists they're always kind, always moral, always right, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, what are they refusing to see in themselves? The answer could protect you. If these ideas have sparked reflection or shifted how you view yourself or others, share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you want to keep exploring the depths of the human mind, don't forget to subscribe to Inspired Echoes. Because the more we examine others, the more we're drawn into the depths of our own soul.